Greetings. Welcome to my channel, View from My Desktop. We here at View from My Desktop like to show affordable hi-fi equipment that looks nice, sounds nice, and is at a nice price. So today we get to do a side-by-side of some active bookshelf speakers. So let's get started. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out and we appreciate the support. Okay, we have here the Saiyin DS6701, the Singing Wood BT25, and the Prosonic BT30. Now, I believe these two may be from the same company or the same manufacturer or something. But anyway, we're going to be doing one of our favorite things, the side by side. And these three are very nice, affordable speakers, and they all have an individual review. Please check that out if you haven't done so already, and I'll leave a link in the description. So we're going to start with the Saiyin. It comes with a wood grain rack. See here, very nice looking rack. Let's see, get that a little bit bright. Okay, hopefully that's a little better. And take this cover off. I'm gonna begin with the description of them all. So this one has a 1/2-inch tweeter, a 4-inch woofer, and it's front ported. And you can see the controls are on top. Power on, mode, volume up and down. Okay? And it comes with a remote. It's not a full function remote, and but it does have a remote. The second one we have here is the Singing Wood. This cabinet's a little bit smaller, and this has a 3/4-inch tweeter and a 4-inch woofer, and the controls are on the side here. The treble bass and volume control, and this also comes with a remote. And lastly, here we had the Prosonic. Cabinet is about the same size as the Singing Wood. This does not have a grill cover. The Singing Wood is rear ported. This is also rear ported, and this has a also has a 3/4-inch tweeter and a 4-inch woofer. Okay. Now we're going to talk. You see the front, or the front. You see this has a nice looking brass woofer, which is another additive to that. So now I'm going to turn these around so you can see the back, and this is the Prosonic remote. And as I turn them back, they all take banana clips to connect to the passive woofer. On the Saiyin, you have a 3.5 input, RCA input, coaxial input, optical input, subwoofer out. On the Singing Wood here, has RCA line 1, RCA line 2, optical input, and it has a sub out. And as you see, it's rear ported. and the Prosonic RCA line 1, RCA line 2 optical input. And on this one, it has a coaxial input. Okay. So that's what you get with that. So the differences are the, I guess this Saiyin would, win in that category because it has the 3.5 of the RCA with two analog inputs, and then it has both the coaxial and optical digital input, and it has a subwoofer out. The Singing Wood has two RCA in, one optical in, and a subwoofer out. And the Prosonic has two RCA line ins and two digital inputs, the optical and the coaxial. Okay. And so those are the options you get as far as the features. Now, when it comes to the sound, uh, let's see. The Saiyin is definitely the bassiest sounding. You got the more bassy sound, boom boom type of sound. And it also is the softer of the three. The Singing Wood, the musical one, is more musical. It just sounds is like there's an extra flavor in the Singing Wood. It has that musical sound to it. The same was true with the passive one. And then you have the Prosonic. This one has the clarity. This one has the clarity. Um, this has the clarity. It, all of my click, all of my clear, all of them have bass presence. This one is the clearest. Price wise, I picked them all up on sale, and the sale price of them made them all pretty much close to each other. So, but in general, I think this one is cost the least. Then comes this one, and this one is typically the more expensive out of the three. Um, the now for application from my perspective, they all like a subwoofer. Sometimes you may have to run it through a DAC or something with the Prosonic. This one, because it didn't have the tone control, was probably my least liked one. But then I connected a DAC to it. Okay. When I connected the DAC and I turned down the bass just a little bit, this one was just what I like to hear. It had some bass in it. It was softer, smoother, um, warmer. So for listening, and I think maybe even if you into like a jazz type sound or anything for softer sound, I think this one is the better one. If you listen to music and you're going to be listening to mostly music, in my opinion, the Singing Wood. It just sounds good playing music. Not and I'm talking about in general. Like the Saiyin is better for jazzy's more softer sound. This one is overall. It was overall the one that sounded the best. I played different things on all three of them, and there was certain things that I did like better. I mean, there were certain things that I would. I had all three of them playing. I would run something that I'm listening to, and I play all three of them. And there are some that I like there are some that I like better on the singing. There's some I like better on the singing wood, and there's some I like better on the Prosonic. It was more that type of a flavor. But now when it comes to the Prosonic, all around, this one has the clarity. Um, if you're going to be listening to different things, people talking, you may listen to talk radio sometime. You may listen to people speaking and things like that. And when it comes to the clarity, especially when it comes to voice, the Prosonic is the better of the three. I would definitely go with the Prosonic when it comes to that. All three of them, you know, all three of them sound good. You know, um, you know, it, it it depends on what you can get all three of them. All three of them does every job well. These are all three good speakers for quiet listening, smooth jazz, singing, for most music and singing and stuff like that. There, um, the singing would for louder music, action movies, dynamic sound, things like that. The Prosonic. Okay, I'm going to have some descriptions in this. I'm going to have some specifications in the description of all three of them, and all three of them are good speakers. The easy connect with spring clips. Um, this one's easy to place because it's front ported. That gives you something. But even with it being front ported, I tend to place speakers a few inches away from the wall anyway. Um, and all three of them look nice. This has a darker wood grain. This has a lighter wood grain. This one is all black, and this one also comes in all white with the same woofer. You can get this in all white also. And the singing will also has another, I think more of a cherry color, I think, and it may also come in black, but this also comes in more than one color too. Uh, this I think is a magic mark. I don't know how I did that, but it's there. So, and I think that's going to be it. These are my three side by sides. Um, you know, I like three. My wife likes this one. I like this one, and if I'm just playing a variety of stuff or, all around music, this one sounds the best. And I think most people, I think my wife likes this sound better than this sound. All right. As far as music goes, I think. All right. So, anyway, that's going to be it for this side by side. Please remember again to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all the support. Hope you enjoyed this video, and always remember to listen to good things. Thanks for watching. Peace.